So maybe we'll start off with your name and
Sure.
a little bit about your background.
Sure. I'm Jessica Wan. I went to Stanford for undergrad, double majored in product design and music, then worked at a product design firm for a couple years, went to the San Francisco Opera, did marketing for them for 3 years, decided I wanted to get an MBA to further my nonprofit background and also to get a core background in business. And since coming to business school, I've done some stuff in nonprofit, but a lot in marketing, gotten a little bit into technology as well.
Okay, great. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about your decision-making process on how you chose to apply to business school.
Okay. I hadn't really thought about it. I did this 6-month leadership program through an organization I was part of before business school called Future Women Leaders. And through that, I discovered that any path I wanted to take moving forward would probably require a solid foundation in business. So whether I wanted to get to the executive level of running a nonprofit, or whether I wanted to start my own business, or whether I wanted to go into for-profit, all of those paths needed the same sort of foundation. So that's how I decided upon business school.
Okay. And what was the first tangible step that you took in the application process?
In the application process or the discovering process?
In the application process, inclusive of the GMAT, essays, recommendations, etc.
I took the GMAT first. I had rather a short time to apply to business school, so I decided I wanted to go to business school probably in May or June. That's when I was kind of thinking about it, and then also thinking, ooh, am I going to have enough time? I'm kind of type A, so I was like, I have to get round one. The round one deadline was November 5th, so I started planning out how much time working back from that. I figured I would need at least a month to work on the essay portion. So I scheduled the GMAT for October 1st, and then I bought all my books, decided on a study method, and then basically studied starting from right after July 4th until October 1st.
Okay. And let's go a little deeper in the GMAT. You mentioned buying books.
Yes.
Which books did you actually purchase?
This is an interesting question. So, when I first started, I just went to the bookstore and kind of looked through all the books, and I think I ended up buying some Kaplan books. And I took a couple of practice tests in there just to gauge what the tests were all about. And my scores were really variable. So one time I did really well, and then another time I did really badly. So I didn't understand why. So then I decided to go on Amazon and look at all of the reviews for the books. And I think there was only one book on there that was maybe 4 or 5 stars, and that was the official guide, the orange GMAT book. So I went back to the bookstore, got that, and then that kind of became my Bible. I worked through every single page of that and then took the test.
Okay. And you mentioned you decided on your study method. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So this program that I was in, the Leadership Development Program, it was, I think, 15 women, and probably half of them were decided upon completing the program that they were going to apply to business school. So we were all chatting about how we were going to do it, and one of my best friends, actually my college roommate, was in the same program as me. And I had lived with her, and I knew, she was the biggest procrastinator. She would write papers starting the night before, and I always got everything done early. So we looked at each other, and I was like, you should probably take a class. And she was like, you probably don't need to take a class. So that's what I mean by study method. I knew that I could force myself to study an hour or so every day, and that was going to work out better for me to just to kind of do an hour a day for 3 months and have it be kind of building on top of each other. And then, I think she did the Manhattan GMAT class for, I don't know, 8-10 weeks or something. So we just figured out what was best for each of us.
Well, that's great. So you understood the type of study method that was the best fit for you,
Yes.
and recognized that the best fit for your friend was a different method. So
Yes.
that's good. I mean, that's a really important thing to be able to recognize that and find the best fit. All right, so you took the GMAT eventually, and
Yes.
so along the line, like, were you doing your essays simultaneously, or did you sequence them out?
I sequenced them out. I knew there was this risk that if I didn't do well in the GMAT,
Mm-hmm.
that I'd probably have to apply in round two, but
Mm-hmm.
I thought, that's not the end of the world, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to be distracted by essays while I was studying for the GMAT, because it's like totally different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also didn't want to be distracted about the GMAT, like by the GMAT,
Mm-hmm.
when I was writing essays.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted the GMAT to be done, and then I knew I could just focus on the essay part. I probably sketched out an outline, but it didn't really work on it.
Yeah, and so once you took the GMAT, did you just take it once then?
I took it once.
Okay, and what did you get on it?
I got a 730.
Oh, that's a great score.
It surprised me too. And I was like, yes, I don't have to do it again. So